Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. It's manga night. Tonight, we are joined by, just one person on the panel. The insufferable Omnibus collector. And of course, it's me, Gio, Manga Geekdom. We are going to talk some manga news. We got some solicits. We got award show news. We got, some random hijinks. So stick around, and some anime news as well. Why not? Some late surprises that got thrown into the solicitations for November. That's always fun. So welcome everybody to the show. If you're watching later, if you're watching live, it doesn't matter. I'm happy. We're happy. We're all happy that you're here, safe and sound, watching all of us talk about our favorite books and all that fun stuff. Insufferable Omnibus collector Riley, how you doing?
I'm good. Happy to be here on a Thursday night. We have a really solid crowd of people. Our regulars that we see you every week are all really solid folks. It's really fun to talk to y'all each week.
Heck yeah. Welcome everybody once again, but most importantly, let me give a shout out to our sponsor, making it happen time and time again. That is, of course, InStockTrades.com, your home for collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 35 to 42 to 50% off at times. Great discounts all around when you go to our sponsor. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And there's the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit our lovely sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Also, at some point during every month, we do a gift card giveaway. We gave it away last Monday. That was a lot of fun. So if you didn't win, don't worry. You can win one next month, so on and so forth. So that's all courtesy of our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Let me highlight the page so we can see some of the deals of the week. Wasn't on last night, so I don't know if the rest of the boys did that. Probably not. Deals of the week. We got the Fable Omnibus being the manga deal of the week at 45% off, $12. That's amazing. You can get the Invincible Iron Man reprint Omnibus Volume 2, 46% off. That's a good deal. 54, whatever. We'll say 50 for the sake of this shtick. Resurrection of Magneto trade paperback 46% off, and Superman Lost at 50% off. Great deals all around. Look at the new releases. You got some Batman, you got Akane Banashi, you got some Beware Planet of the Apes, Blue Beetle, Candy and Cigarettes, so on and so forth. And of course, your top sellers. Really, really interesting stuff. And I noticed, I might as well mention it here since I forget to do it on Monday. On the InStock Trades newsletter, they started pointing out the top sellers every month, and I wanted to highlight the top selling manga at IST. So let me, right now, completely improvised, let me look for the email that was sent to me. Or everybody, actually, not me. I'm not special. Hold on. Alrighty. So the weekly top 10s, they do the hardcovers, trade paperback, manga. Okay, I'm just going to read off the manga because it's just a list. I got nothing to show. The top 10 manga sales at InStock Trades. At number 10, we got Rainbow Days, Volume 11. That's from Viz Media. Windbreaker, Volume 7 from Kodansha. At number 8, You and I Are Polar Opposites, Volume 2. That's also from Viz. At number 7, Neighborhood Story, Volume 3. Wow. Okay, that's a landslide for Viz Media. At number 6, Boruto, Volume 20 from Viz. Number 5, Elusive Samurai, Volume 12, also from Viz Media. Number 4, Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Volume 2. That's a Kodansha release. Number 3, Loving Ohio. Is that a manga? I thought that's a graphic novel.
Yeah, it's a graphic novel.
Oh, never mind. Ignore that. Number 2, Blue Exorcist, also from Viz. And at number 1, the best-selling one, of course, it was the deal of the week last week. Spy Family, Volume 12 is your top-selling manga at InStock Trades at the moment. We'll see what happens next week. So shout out to our sponsor, all that fun stuff. You know the drill.
Let's real quick say I'm going to highlight
Oh, that's right. You can highlight stuff. Go right ahead.
On 1 second.
Yeah.
Let me find the right comments. So Spud Boy said that his birthday's next week. And then Josh asking what day next week. Exactly a week from today. They share the same birthday. Birthday twins. So everyone,
I love the story, this narrative, this bromance.
I wanted to highlight, make sure that we shout out the birthday twins for next Thursday, because I won't be here, because I'll be in New York. So I won't be on the live stream or anything, so that I get a chance to wish y'all a happy birthday early.
Hell yeah.
Gio can
happy birthday. Here's Omni Dog humping in the air.
Gio can still say happy birthday if either of y'all or both of y'all happen to be on. If it was my birthday, and when it was my birthday, I was not on stream, so I wouldn't be around. But Gio can say happy birthday next week, and I can't. So I wanted to highlight that, and then of course, H Field excited about the representation of some cool titles on the top 10. Some shoujo on the best selling over at IST. Good to hear. And just some good vibes happening through the chat tonight while you were doing the IST plug. How dare you guys introduce me to in-stock trades? They've taken all of my spending money this summer. Well worth it though.
Hell yeah.
That reminds me of something I said in a live stream I did a couple years ago with Omar, where we were talking about the situation that was happening with like everything being out of stock and like going out of stock super quickly. And it was like right at the beginning of COVID. And I said something about how like when collectors like ourselves are given the opportunity for a like big discount, you don't use that to like save money. You use that to be able to stretch your money further.
Yeah.
So when you could be there and be like, oh, I have $100 and I'm going to go spend at Barnes and Noble and buy like 6 or 7 volumes of manga at cover price. Wait, I can get 10 for the same price or 12 for the same price at in-stock trade. You're not going to save money by buying the same 6 or 7. You're going to buy more with the same amount of money. So that is what happens.
Look at that. James already got the link. Damn, dude. All right.
Oh, I was about to highlight. Yeah, I that's the one. It is from like 4 years ago at this point or something like that. It's wild that it was that long ago. No, I'm saving money by buying more. That's always the mental gymnastics of like, I'm buying this item, this omnibus for $70, but it's originally over $100, so I'm saving money. Anyway. Uncanny X-Men did go poof. Those books were going out super fast, but we've reached a good equilibrium of like I hate to like sound gatekeepery, because it does sound gatekeepery, but like the trend buyers, the people who jumped into collected editions at that time, kind of dropping out, as well as Marvel increasing their print sizes, and DC, like all the comic publishers increasing their print sizes. And so now we're kind of at an equilibrium where things usually last well enough, but sometimes they go out of print really quickly. But at this point, things staying out of print is not as common. Like when they go out of print, it's just a matter of time before it comes back. But topics for today, I guess we can move on to the actual.
I'm stalling. Oh, okay. I've remembered. Sorry. So with that out of the way and everybody happily introduced and all that fun stuff, do you have anything that the peeps would like to check out with your hauls before we move on to the topics?
I don't have I think literally only one book arrived this week, and it was my copy of Go-Go Monster.
Oh, the reprint. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do have that, but I don't think anything else arrived this week. I do have like 2 orders that are in transit currently. They just shipped like yesterday. But if you want to see something neat, I can show y'all what a pretty much complete collection of Titan manga looks like.
Hell yeah.
Because I have that in here.
Look at that. So you got a full set right now.
So this bottom shelf, there's a few things missing because they're in the other room on my to read pile. But this is more or less everything from Titan manga.
I see Alpi. I see Adam.
I've got volume 4 of Alpi on the way.
Same.
Adam Beginning, volumes 1 through 8. Grace Rosa 1.
Grace Rosa.
1 through 3.
Hell yeah.
Rider 1 through 6. Poetry of Ron, volumes 1 and 2. Speedgrapher 1. Tengen Hero Wars 1 and 2. 3 Exorcism Siblings 1 and 2. Witch of Thistle Castle 1 through 3. Assassin's Creed Awakening 1 and 2. Sherlock Season 1, which is a study in pink. Blind Banker, great game. And then Season 2, I believe, was they just released Scandal in Belgravia, parts 1 and 2. Henkai Pan by Eldo Yoshimizu. Gamma Draconis by Eldo Yoshimizu. And then Ryuko, also by Eldo Yoshimizu. And then the 2 volumes of Afro Samurai. The ones that I have in the other room are Burst Angel, the video game one that they put out. I forget the name, like Zero something.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Villain Actor. So I have those as well. So that is
hell yeah.
My show and tell for the day.
I just noticed that we're both wearing Spider-Man tees.
Yes.
I got the Spider logo, and you got a Spider-Man.
Toei Spider-Man. I mentioned to Gio right before we got on that I was wearing the Daredevil shirt that I wore last week, and I was like, oh shoot, I need to change that. Otherwise it looks like I just wear the same thing every day. But yeah, this is Gamma Draconis. I haven't gotten around to reading this one yet. I actually kind of got it recently because I noticed that I had almost everything from Titan, and this was one of the only things I didn't have. So I went ahead and picked it up. A fast-paced crime thriller filled with gritty action, beautiful illustrations, and complex characters. Aiko Moriyama has a secret passion for the occult, but when several experts are mysteriously attacked, she finds herself at the center of a conspiracy involving a sinister organization hell-bent on releasing a demonic entity into our world. Determined to solve the enigma, Aiko must discover exactly how her family is involved and why she is the only one who can stop the dreaded Gamma Draconis.
Yeah.
So that's Gamma Draconis for you.
Here's the Titan website. Do you want to point out, this is the one you mentioned, right? My Name is Zero.
Yes.
Yeah. And you need this one too. The final Witch of Thistle Castle.
Yes, I have that one is in transit right now. That's one of the ones that was in my order. And then Burst Angel and Villain Actor volumes 1 are both over there as well. And
then check this out, gang. Since we're on the topic of Titan, non-sponsored, but friends of the show. They got some cool stuff. I put out a video on this stuff, but whatever. This is the wrong date, by the way. This is coming out in November. Shadows of Kyoto. It's a horror manga based on real life. Sword of Titans is coming out soon, which has giant kaiju monster things. And IL, for some reason, they have a Tezuka book. That's cool. Yeah. Corpse Blade, which is about zombies. These are already out or releasing. Working for a God in a Godless World. It's an isekai comedy, kind of raunchy too. This is one of my most hyped Titan acquisitions, Somalia and the Forest Spirit. Highly recommend that. And The Elegant Courtly Life of a Tea Witch. And this one. I'm excited for this one too. Welcome to Ghost Mansion. So this is about this young woman who buys a condominium and it's haunted. So it's a comedy slice of life. So I do recommend that.
Oh, and Gamma Draconis, by the way, is just one volume, so it's no commitment whatsoever aside from just the one volume. And I got my copy, if I'm not mistaken, I got mine on IST. So
half stand. There you go. That's all you get, Tim. Sorry.
I remember the shirt guy. Yes.
Yes. I wonder. I hope he's all right somewhere out there in the world. I hope he didn't get into trouble with the copyright protection agencies or whatever.
Yeah. So Kane did give a response to this, but I don't think that they are going to have any license announcements, so to say. But they do have a panel. It's not time yet for them. It's still another 2 months before their round of announcements. I will be assuming that they might have like an anime like announcement or something, but it's usually at these conventions. It's not a big like. It's not like how Yen Press does a whole panel of announcements and stuff like that, where they do like 10, which I guess is a good segue into the Yen Press announcements that.
Holy crap, dude! Good job. I'm proud of you. Whenever friends do cool segues like that, like, damn, let's go.
Is that what you had ready?
No, but I have all the stuff open, so it's okay.
Okay. When I said it, I was like, wait a second. That's what we're talking about tonight.
Let's see. So Yen announced a couple manga releases last Friday. One I was super giddy about. Actually, a bunch, but one in particular was on my like most wanted releases. So I'm really excited about that. Let's go to our friends at Anime News Network. They compiled everything, so we don't have to. And by the way, I didn't haul anything, just as if anybody was curious, I don't have anything to show. Yen Press announced on Friday 5 manga and 3 novels releasing next January. The first one here is Lycoris Recoil, Ordinary Days. This is a novel or novels based on the anime of the same name. This also has a manga adaptation, which is coming out soon. It's about high school girl type characters, and they're like super secret spy assassins working for the government, and terrorists show up, and it's crazy. It's a lot of fun. So it's a novel. Sorry, I'm not going to read it. The first manga that we're going to talk about here is The Color of the End, Mission in the Apocalypse. This is by Haruo Iwamune. The summary says, a girl walks alone in a world without humans. Her mission to search for survivors and cleanse the land. But is anyone still out there in the lonely, beautiful ruins waiting to be found? I've heard good things about it. I love the art, and I like the subject matter of like apocalyptic road trips. So this one, I believe, came out recently, like 2 years ago, and it's still being published. The other one out here is I'm Here Beside You. This is by T. Natsuno. Ibuki Doi has never forgotten his first love from high school, Mikami Baba, the kind, handsome, and totally straight student council president. Though he was too shy to approach Mikami back then, Ibuki always held his idol near and dear to his heart, wishing him nothing but the best. However, when he learns Mikami is soon to be married to a man, he just can't help it. He's absolutely devastated. He drinks himself into a stupor to drown his sorrows, but is surprised to wake up and find he's back in high school. Could this be Ibuki's second chance to make things go his way? So it's one of those introspective time-traveling manga. Instead of an isekai, you're going back in time to high school. This reminds me of a comic I read ages ago. Do you remember, what was it called? Too Cool to Be Forgotten. Have you read that one?
I remember the title.
It's about a guy, midlife crisis. He goes for a checkup, and it's not an operating table, but it's on the gurney thing or whatever at the clinic or whatnot. He gets regression hypnosis or whatever, and is sent back in time to high school so he can change some things. So Could have been the hypnosis. Did he really go back? I assume this is going to go that route as well, but with the whole love and liquor and all that stuff. I don't know why. It just reminded me of that. Um, so yeah, this is a BL series. Looks pretty cool.
This one's, it might only be 2 volumes long.
I think so. Yes.
So if
The
you,
other cover has the other character facing
yeah,
homie the other way.
it like completes the, because it says by you, and then it like completes the title. Yeah, BL fans that want a good short series, there you go.
This one I am excited for. I do want to check this out. Takahashi from the Bike Shop. This is by Arare Matsumushi. From unwanted advances from her boss to work dumped onto her by coworkers, 30-year-old Tomoko Hano, or Panko for short, struggles to stand up for herself. But when her rusty bike breaks down, she meets Ryohei Takahashi from the neighborhood bike repair shop. Although he can be a bit overbearing, Panko finds herself relying on his considerate nature, and her world begins to shift. So this romance drama it has been going on for a while, and I knew about it because it has a live action adaptation in Japan series. That's how I came across it. One day I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll check it out one day because I knew it had originated from a manga, and here we are. Now we have it. I do like the art for this one. Also, these are novels, right? Love Unseen Beneath the Clear Night Sky. This is by Nanigashi Shima with this person that I don't know how to pronounce that name. Sorry. On an April night in Tokyo, still too early for fireworks, university student Kakeru Mano meets a woman named Koharu Fuyutsuki. She is a beautiful girl who stands out from the crowd, laughs a lot, and exudes a warmth that contrasts sharply with Kakeru's own introversion. But there was something Kakeru didn't know at first. She can't see. That is a pretty cool premise for a novel. So if you guys are into it, check it out. Buy it. All that fun stuff. Manga. We are getting Everyone's Darling Has a Secret. This is by Kashiko Amane. Hisashi Hiruno, a freshman at a super elite high school, has just finished his first academic proficiency test of the year. He anxiously awaits the results, which will set the tone for his next 3 years at school. But due to a mistake on his answer sheet, he receives an abysmal score and gets sent to remedial lessons. If there's one silver lining, he's not the only one, and his comrade could be the girl of his dreams. I like that premise because I had something not to that extreme, but mistakes on answer sheet that has happened to me a lot back in college and high school. So it's pretty cute. And here it is, my most anticipated thing. When they announced the light novel, I confused it and thought it was the manga and got super excited only to learn that it was the light novel, which is still fun, but I wasn't going to pick it up, unfortunately. And I hoped that, they picked up the light novel. Maybe they're interested in doing the manga. But hell yes, here it is. Hell is dark with no flowers. This is by Yoru Michio and Ruka Todo. This is a yokai manga. That's why I'm excited, folks. Seiji Tono sometimes sees the people around him as monsters. It's a curse that has driven him to a life of despair, but all that changes one evening when he stumbles across a bewitchingly beautiful boy in a huge European mansion. The boy introduces himself as Shiroshi Saijo, and before he knows it, Seiji has agreed to become Shiroshi's part-time assistant. It turns out, this is the really cool twist, it turns out that Shiroshi's proxy service is to consign yokai-possessed sinners to hell, which will bring Seiji face-to-face with an unimaginable host of horrors. The fact that he can see people's sins manifested as yokai creatures is extremely dope, as the kids say, and I am really excited to finally have this in English. I've been wanting to check it out for a really long time. So this one should be fun. It's only 10 volumes, so not a huge commitment on the bookshelf. And manhwa, we got the Omnibus edition of Solo Leveling. I'm surprised it took this long to announce because it has a huge fan base.
So unfortunately, this is actually for the novels.
For the novels, yes. Sorry.
Yeah. And when I saw it, I was like, ooh. And then immediately I was like, oh.
From ooh to oh, okay. Experience all 8 novels chronicling the tale of Jin Woo-sung in a deluxe omnibus fit for the strongest S-rank hunter, featuring stunning art from the hit webcomic. This edition is sure to level up your collection. They had to do that. You know, those puns are required. You have to throw that in there. So that's cool for fans of Solo Leveling. I know the novels have a huge fan base, just as big as the manga or the webtoon comic. But overall, some decent stuff. This is my preferred pick. Hell is Dark with No Flowers, but all the other manga I am excited for. They sound great. Everyone's Darling has a secret. I don't know if anybody in the chat, Love Unseen, does this have some sort of adaptation? Because I think I've heard this name before, and not from a novel. Takahashi from the Bike Shop, I do want to check out. I'm Here Beside You sounds pretty cool too. And The Color of the End, Mission in the Apocalypse. So there you go. Now, which one are you excited for out of this batch?
Definitely Color, Bike Shop. Go down.
Oh, sorry.
Color of the End, Bike Shop, and is that the last of them? No. Yeah.
Hell is Dark.
Definitely check out as well.
That one. Cool. So there you go. Shout out to Yen Press for putting out yokai manga. Thank you. Yokai are everywhere in manga. Doesn't matter if it's a shonen manga. Doesn't matter if it's shoujo, josei, seinen, whatever. The yokai are everywhere. But it's rare that we get English licensed books that are heavily focused on yokai itself. So that's why I'm really excited. There are a bunch out there that do not have licenses outside of Japan. So hopefully we'll get those eventually as well. Oh, and this, cool. Let me take this for a second. Yep, this is a Geobanga. As a kid, hey, I don't keep up with the lingo from kids. I try with the TikTok, but it's too much. I really like the art on this manga adaptation cover for Hell is Dark, so I'm definitely going to pick it up. It was kind of giving BL a little bit with that description, though. I'm certain it isn't, though. Has a little bit of everything in there. The Color of the End and Hell is Dark are the standouts for me. Bike Shop sounds sweet, too. I don't think Love Unseen has a manga version yet. Okay, I must have made that up, or I'm confusing it with another book. Second light novel was only released recently in Japan, but I'm sure it's a matter of time for a manga version or an anime. I could see it getting an anime. Yes, Josh, for everybody out there, Josh has a list of books that he wants me to get, and I agree. I want to get them. I just need more money and space. One of the two. And Mao is one of them. Yes, I completely ignored that Mao is heavily in the yokai stuff, and I don't own it. I could read it online, but what's the fun in that? I want to own the physicals. Bean Queenie, Hell is Dark is really good. Yes, let's go. Nice. Love it. Color of the End sounds amazing. The art on that looks great. If you guys Google the art, you're going to dig it. Let's see. Moving on. Actually, this is not safe for work, but don't worry. We're not going to show anything naughty. But I do want to report it because it's still a solicit, and we do that here. Antarctic Press announced that they, via Facebook, which is so random, that it licensed Toshio Maeda's Magical Sisters or Magical Shimai, an adult manga. This is from the same creator that did Legend of the Ogre Fiend. And this article points out that Faku launched the Kickstarter back in 2016. And the campaign is part of a collaboration between Faku and Maeda to publish his entire collection of hentai manga. So if you're into that stuff, there you go. One volume manga. It was originally released in 1991.
So what I'm interested, do they say they're going to publish it as the volume, or is it going to be in magazine form? Because Antarctic Press does a lot of like floppy mostly.
This was the post at their Facebook. Antarctic Press has obtained the U.S. publication rights to Magical Sister by Toshio Maeda, who is the creator of Japanese erotic horror manga series Legend of the Overfiend, La Blue Girl, Adventure Kid, Demon Beast Invasion, and Demon Warrior Koji. Sorry, this book is not for kiddos. We don't know anything else. Let's see. Nope. I got nothing. The company stated that the manga will have a release window of November-December of this year. Okay. Koi Keshoin published the one-volume manga in 1991. Story centers on Michio Yoshida, an employee at a third-rate advertising agency who mysteriously gets possessed by beautiful twin sisters, and shenanigans ensue. You can imagine. So shout out to Antarctic Press, I guess. That's a random thing for them to get.
Yeah. They
Like,
a couple of manga, but not
they did. The last one that they did was the monkey one, right? Monkey Peak Mountain something.
Has it come out?
I don't know, but they did the Kickstarter.
No.
Was it no, it wasn't a Kickstarter. It was Indiegogo or one of the other crowdfunding sites.
We did something.
Yeah. All right, shout out. Okay. I mean, I know this is not for everybody. Obviously, this is heavily not safe for work, but it's cool to not ignore this section of manga publishing, because I think it has just what's the word I'm looking for? It shouldn't be neglected because of its erotic origin thing, you know? Like it has the same validity of being published in other languages as Mao or whatever, you know? So shout out. Next up, we got the Harvey Awards. We're gonna go over. I know Kane is a no. No, yeah, no, it's not. It's not a good manga, but I did want to point it out, you know, for the heck of it. The Harvey Awards. The Harvey Awards last year, they started adding manga not too long ago, right? It wasn't always there weren't always manga categories in this.
I'm sure that's true, but I'm not sure when they started.
The Harvey Awards today unveiled the nominations and opened the voting for the following categories. You got Book of the Year, Digital Book of the Year, Best Children's Book, Best Young Adult Book, Best Manga, Best International Book, and Best Adaptation from Comic Book or Graphic Novel. The nominees, we can go over them real quick. For the Book of the Year, there's a bunch of stuff in here that I have no idea what it's about, but maybe all of you do. So Monica from Fantagraphics, Roaming from Drawn and Quarterly, A Guest in the House from Macmillan Publishers. My favorite thing is Monsters Volume 2 from Fantagraphics. Shubake Lubake, butcher that, sorry, Dina, from Penguin Random House. Watership Down graphic novel, Penguin Random House. Tender, also from Fantagraphics. Lunar New Year Love Story, Macmillan Publishers. Love Everlasting from Image. Where the Body Was, also from Image. Radiant, that's so random. Radiant Black, Volume 5 of all things, from Image. So no Marvel and DC. Thoughts on these, if you know of any of these books? I mean, I recognize some of the creators, of course, the Image stuff, and favorite thing is Monsters and whatnot.
Yeah, I haven't read any of these, but I recognize most of them.
Like the Tamakis, I recognize, and then Emma Ferris, Tom King, Ed Brubaker, friend of the show, Kyle Higgins, cool people. Jean Luen Yang, of course. Digital Book of the Year, Lore Olympus. Wow, a lot of webtoons. Unordinary by Udu-chan. Encore by Miles Burks. Air's Game by Suspu? Sure. Witch's Guide to Burning, Jamie by L.D. Lipinski. Witch's Guide to Burning is by Aminder Dhaliwal. I don't know how to pronounce these names. Sorry, folks. Drawn in Quarterly. Rose Wolves of Swamp and Sea, Boyfriends, Friday. Hey, Ed Brubaker getting another nomination. Shout out. Panel Syndicate with Marcos Martin. Children's book. We love the children, but I don't care about this nomination at all, so I'm going to skip it. Sorry. Young adult. Sure. Clementine book 2. That's a cool one from Tilly Walden. That's nice.
Prez.
Oh, hey, Prez got a nomination. All right, that's a cool book. I like it. I do have it. Mark Russell, Ben Caldwell, DC Comics. And the others, I don't know, but I'm sure they're wonderful. So, best of luck, everybody. But this is what we came here for. Pretty interesting selection. The Harvey Awards Best Manga nominations include The Summer Hikaru Died from Yen Press, Witch Hat Atelier from Kodansha, Delicious in Dungeon from Yen Press, Frida and Beyond Journey's End from Viz, Soichi Junji Ito Story Collection also from Viz, Lovecraft Shadow over Innsmouth, Dark Horse, Berserk Deluxe Edition Volume 14, Dark Horse, Secondhand Love, Drawn in Quarterly, My Picture Diary from Drawn in Quarterly, and Okinawa from Fantagraphics. What do you think of that list?
That's a good list. I believe I have every single one of those.
Do you have Secondhand Love? Because I had that on my wish list at our sponsor, and I don't know if I wanted to grab it or not. It looked pretty interesting. I love the cover. Like, immediately caught my eye, and like, ooh, I need this. But I forgot to order it. So it's still there.
Yep, I got it right here.
Hell yeah. So have you checked that out yet? Or
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like a little story about a woman who's sleeping with a married man.
FOMO me, please. Cool.
So it's the main thing that I remember from reading is that she is having an affair with a married man.
Oh,
so there's a lot of like
not cool.
Her kind of state of her mentality and whatnot. After
interesting.
During like doing all these things, and then just the relationship that she has with this man. Yeah, it's been a minute since I read it, so it's not fresh on my mind, but it was an interesting read. It's not bad.
Nice.
And it's it is only one volume, and it's just a $25 book, so discounted. I think it was on like over 15, between 15 and $20. I don't remember exactly, but
StockTrades.com. Sorry.
It is the same creator as Talk to My Back, as H. Field mentioned, and I don't think I've read Talk to My Back. Yeah, I still need to read this one.
I do agree, Josh. No bang. I am so sorry that your book should have been included on the list here. It's a shame.
I know with some of these award shows, the publishers have to submit their nominations, like to be considered as actual nominations for each category. And I don't know if that's the way that the Harvey Awards work as well. But that could be something to consider in the future, is like, pushing for your stuff to be included.
Mm-hmm. So each edition is crazy when I know how many people dislike it and consider it some of his worst work. It's not my favorite Ito at all. So that's pretty wild. I agree.
I think that at some points in reading a lot of Ito's work, a lot of the short stories just kind of start to meld together.
I published my haul video, and in there I highlighted Alley, which I got. And I do mention that I had a massive burnout on Ito because after reading so much of it, I'm like, I'm Ito'd out. I need a break because it all just blends together. So you're right on that.
I am glad that, however, it's like one book every 4 months because
Yeah.
that way you're not getting flooded with so much of the same type of thing each time, and it makes it a little bit better. But if I was to choose something that is his worst work, and to be fair, it's only like his art. What was it, Stitches, the one that's like a novel with
Yeah.
yeah, that one was not great. It was just a bunch of short stories that seemed like they were bad scripts of like Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes.
But well, we're going for a complete set, so we got to
Yeah,
have it
no,
in there.
absolutely. But yeah, the number of like not great things that I have in my collection, just because I'm like but I think overall that this is a good list. They went ahead and got, a couple of representatives from different publishers. They didn't lean too heavily on Viz, which happens a lot of time. And even then, they chose two things that were not just the popular Shonen Jump titles, which I think is great because with the Eisners, often that's what they go with, is like you get an Ito and then you get like Chainsaw Man and like the popular Jump titles and stuff go on there. And it makes it feel like the people behind this are not really trying to pay too much attention. But
Yeah.
this feels like a much more of a curated list.
I think if I had to choose, I would like, first of all, Sword and the House of Monsters is not on there. I would have added it because I think it's worthy to be nominated because it's one of the best ongoing manga, in my honest opinion. So that's a shame. If not, I would go with either, for me, it's between these four. Wait, how do I click on it? I can't. There we go. It's between these four for me. Summer Hikaru Died, Witch Hat, Delicious in Dungeon, or Fading. One of these four should win, but they're all good.
Yeah, I think I would go with I think I would go with either of the Yen Press books, personally.
Yeah. Dungeon and Hikaru.
I'd be happy with either of those.
Cool. International book. Cool. All that fun stuff. Yay. And then best adaptation from comic book graphic novel. You got Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is random as hell. Okay. I thought we were naming books, but it's just like media. Yeah.
Animated movie, a movie, a fighting video game, is that the Demon Slayer fighting game?
This is this the fighting game or is this the Mario Party one? Hold on.
I don't know.
Because there's a Mario Party Demon Slayer game.
And then cartoon, movie, Disney Plus series. I didn't see what the last one was, but
oh no, it's a fighting game. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so and then Attack on Titan the musical.
What the hell? That is so random. Okay, shout out, I guess. I don't know. They're all fine, whatever. Nominees for this year were selected by a curated committee of diverse industry voices, including creators, publishing professionals, retailers, educators, and librarians. Creator and industry professionals who have been. There you go. James says X-Men 97 will win. Probably.
Hey, from everything that I've experienced on that list, I would say between X-Men and Loki.
I want Attack on Titan the musical to win just for the trolling aspect. I don't know, but you're right.
I think that would be funny.
Josh says Harvey is a fan pass. Anyone can. I did send stuff to SDCC and others. Happens, nothing can do, but keep working. You're right, brother. Just keep on going strong and publishing stuff. Harvey, anyone can nominate and vote. Hence the variety. Eisner is a community.
Yeah, you never know when the right time is going to come, and
yep,
the right word is going to be said by the right person to the other right person, and all of a sudden, boom.
There you go. I do think it's interesting that Witch Hat is back on the list when it already won the award back in 2020. But Witch Hat is peak, so I guess I want Delicious and Dungeon to win, though. Yeah.
If there are like community that nominate, or if it's like by fans and stuff, Witch Hat has definitely grown a lot in the past year, so it wouldn't be surprising to see a lot of people try to nominate it at this time.
And it's going to grow with the anime, too, coming out next year. We also have another award show, and it's the Small Press Expo. They're doing the Ignatz. Is that how you say it?
I believe so.
Cool. You can cast your vote, I guess, for this one. And we do have one manga nominated here. Wanted to honor that. To be honest, I found out about this hours ago, so forgive me for not knowing. Outstanding Anthology. I don't know any of these books. Outstanding Artists. I don't know any of these books. Sorry. That's a cool cover, though, for The Great Beyond. Here we go. Outstanding Collection. We do have one manga, and that is Offshore Lightning by Saito Nazuna from Drawn and Quarterly. Bam! You got it. Hell yeah.
Well, I have read this one, but it's been a while, so I can't recall immediately, but
I got you.
Always good.
Click
These
on
are always, all the Drawn and Quarterly and Fantagraphics books are always, I always feel they're a great read in the moment, but they don't, like, I don't keep them in my memory, which I think is a good thing, because that means I can reread something and it's like the same time, or it's the same as the first time every time.
Beautiful. Let's see. Nazuna Saito began making comics late. She was in her 40s when she submitted a story to a major Japanese publishing house and won a run. Though this is bio for Saito Nazuna. I need to know about the book.
What
the hell?
Post-Garo female mangaka almost lost to the whims of time and fashion shines a light on society's bit players in this stunning collection available for the first time in English. Saito Nazuna came to comics late in life. That's exactly what you were reading.
What is this book about?
Her work is ranging from the titillating to the unsavory. These experiences would inform her fiction with the keen sense of humor and unparalleled empathy for faces that otherwise disappear into the crowd. Translated by Alexa Frank with an essay by Mitsuhiro Asakawa, Offshore Lightning is a landmark collection long overdue for one of Japanese literature's best kept secrets.
So, like short stories within the thing, or?
Yeah, it's a bunch of short stories that were published between 91 and 2015 in various alternative manga magazines.
I hate this. Sorry, I don't have. Is this? Yeah, I don't have a deep fear of cricket-like bugs, but I am disgusted by them, and I cannot handle those in real life because they jump around too much and are very unpredictable. If you've tried to shoo away a grasshopper or a cricket, they just jump all over the place and on top of you instead of just going away. You got one job, dude. Just go away from me, not at me. Anyway, that's too much information for all of you. So whenever I see a cricket, I freak out because of the unpredictable nature. But what is predictable are these awards where people win stuff, right? SPX are a lot of self-publishing and the true indie side of comics. Cool. Did not know that. Thank you. So it is nominated for Outstanding Collection. That's great. Outstanding Comic. I don't know any of these, unfortunately. An Outstanding Graphic Novel. Nope. Oh, we got more. Outstanding Mini Comic. Outstanding Online Comic. Outstanding Series. Outstanding Story. And look at that, a Marvel-inspired book. So, Promising New Talent. Josh should have been nominated here, honestly. He's not. Sorry, Josh. But you are outstanding in my eyes, brother. Aw. So there we go. Cool awards. Shout out. Stop. Stop. Don't. I'm not gonna fall for this. Do not. Don't even joke about this. Anyhow, nominations are exciting. I'd love to see that, and I'm waiting for the manga awards, which should happen next weekend, right? The American Manga Awards. Sorry.
Yeah, that's going to be next Thursday, I think, a week from now.
I will. Hopefully, I get to talk about the winners on this show. Sorry.
I believe it's going to be late, so it might be happening while you're streaming, or maybe after.
I wish they could stream it and do like a broadcast, and then I could join and just show it for people. That'd be great. I'm looking to see if I missed anything, but I think that's all we got for this episode. Chat, if you guys want to ask us any random questions, feel free to do so. Let's see. If memory serves, the award is a brick with a plaque on it. Cool.
The typo of plague is funny to me because we're just talking about grasshoppers and crickets, and so I was like, "Oh, it's the plague is locusts coming for you."
Oh no, stop! I wonder what the difference between a comic and a graphic novel is. That used to be a library thing, right? To sell books differently, but nowadays, a graphic novel and a trade paperback and hardcover and stuff is pretty much the same. So I think I heard that correctly, that it was used to differentiate and sell more books and to be able to add them to libraries and bookshops and stuff. Might be wrong. Have there been any recent manga reads that have impressed you both? Oh wow. I'm currently reading this for one of my reading blogs, In the Name of the Mermaid Prince, and I am genuinely surprised that this is a really fun series. Obviously, I'm the mermaid expert, as you might know.
At this point.
Yeah. And I dig it. I like the art, and it's cute, it's sweet, and it has themes that anybody can relate. Insecurities and prejudices based on who you are and all that stuff. In the case of the character, people hate the monster creatures, and the main protagonist is a mermaid, but they want to disguise her as a human, but she's going to learn that she's better off being her natural self and joined by other characters. Also, fun fact, unrelated to the review, can you see it? It got a punctured en route, so it has a hole there. And I recently got Food Wars Season 3, and the Blu-ray has a gash on the front. I don't know how that happened. Anime. Thank you.
I don't think that I had anything new, but that like blew me away, because I've been reading just continuing volumes of series lately. But I've been thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
As one does.
Oh, you read Search and Destroy, which you tweeted about.
That's true. I posted about it. That one I think is like a masterpiece so far. Just 1 out of 3 volumes, but the Search and Destroy from Fantagraphics was extremely, extremely good. I loved this, just the flow of the comic and the way that like the narrative is with this like sci-fi setting for this adaptation of Dororo. But also the artwork reminded me a lot of Charles Burns. I think because it has really heavy blacks, like the ink is really heavy. I think that's pretty notable for its art style, that stands aside from a lot of other manga where it doesn't have as heavy of the contrast of blacks and whites and stuff.
Nice. I started reading, but I have not finished, and I do like what I'm reading so far. But I'll be putting out a video on first impressions on a couple new volume ones that I got, and that's one of them. I got that. Or I can tell you guys, you won't spoil it for the rest of my YouTube subscribers. Yeah, the next video is talking about Search and Destroy, Go Ghost, Mysterious Disappearances, and Sister and Giant, which also came out recently from Yen Press. That one surprised me because I thought it was going to be something else, very, very cutesy, Yuri-esque series, but it has some like dark fantasy monsters and really grotesque creature design. So I'm in for that one. Hold on, I'm trying to locate something here. This happened over the week. I don't know if you saw, but the Manga Plus website now has a store where you can buy stuff, and it does ship to North America and the rest of the world. Manga Plus, you can shop online, free shipping on orders of $50 or more. They stole that from our sponsor, In Stock Trades. And it has a few things. I'm sure it's going to grow as the months go by, but you can get some shirts, and you can get what is this again? A mug, or you can get this badges. What everybody wants.
It looks like prizes you'd get from Kura Revolving Sushi.
Let me see. There are some shirts here.
It looked like there was a Kagurabachi shirt.
Yes.
So Bachi Bros can get an official shirt from the source.
Oh, what the hell? How do I special? No. Characters. No. Series. Categories. Keychains. Everybody wants keychains. Yay. Mugs. Let's see. Lifestyle. For that manga lifestyle, baby. Let's go. Look at that trucker hat. Let's go. That's cool. Rudy Dragon gets a shirt.
Oh, you know what? I did see these people talking about those being at AX. Both the Rudy Dragon and the
I'm tempted to get this, but then people would look at me weird. I'll be honest. Not a fan of that. $40. Holy crap.
I guess because it's additional.
Here's Kagurabachi. Cool. Though I do prefer the other one, this one right here. I like the design for this one a little bit more. Cool. I hope they make more, because Manga Plus has a ton of cool series. And if they put out Red Cat Ramen merchandise, let's freaking go. I would buy that. Even at $40, which is a lot.
Well, I feel like for $40, especially, the designs are a little bit lazy because it's just like at least for the Kagurabachi ones, it's just a like rectangle put on a shirt.
Yeah.
And then like they might add a little bit of like texture to the edges or something, but like it's not the most interesting design. And
they literally received a high-res PDF file and printed that on a machine, like a giant square, like blank. Next one. So there's no. Yeah.
This looks even cheaper. I know exactly what type of hat that is, and it's very cheaply made. That's like the type of stuff that like you'd get like for your local campaign of being like, if you wanted to campaign to be your HOA president or something, it would make hats that say like vote for mayor on that.
Vote for Kagurabachi. We will slice up the competition. I don't know, because he has a sword. Get it? $20 for $22 for this. I don't I don't know about that.
That's a like gas station trucker hat.
Kagurabachi mug.
The
Is
mug
that
is the nicest made thing that I can, at least from my perspective from here. And then even then, it's still like order online a mug with a picture of you and your grandfather on it to give him for his birthday.
Oh, this made me laugh. Am I crazy or is the design crooked on this?
I think that they're all crooked.
Because knowing my luck, I would get one of these. I'm not, but if I would get this, I would get the one that's like super crooked. Because they print out so much. This is a Bikomachi shirt from Oshinoko. And this is the poster for, or the second visual key for the currently airing season. I don't know about this. They could get more creative.
It's like they were just like, why not start a shop?
I mean, yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you look at it from this angle or this image right here, it does look crooked. Good job, Manga Plus. Let's see. So, Javier asked for Black Clover merchandise. I don't know. Is there Black Clover?
It doesn't say so on there.
Black Clover.
No, you'd be better going just to the Viz store because they had some Black Clover stuff, I think, somewhat recently.
Collectibles. Let's take a look real quick.
I might be thinking of something else. Not the Viz store, the Shonen Jump store.
Jujutsu Kaisen character poster collection. Photo book. Portrait cards for One Piece. That's it. Oh, and Demon Slayer. Cool. That's that. Nope. What am I looking for? Categories. Keychains. You all want keychains because I'm going to show you some keychains. Look at that. You need to buy all of these keychains right now. Look. Kimetsu no Yaiba, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Kaiju number 8, Spy Family, all the usual suspects. You're not going to find Gegege no Kitaro here, unfortunately. Mystery items, collectibles, blah, 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 blah. So there you go. Shout out to Manga Plus. So hopefully they can add more stuff because right now it's looking pretty meh, if you ask me. Nothing I'm interested in. And last but not least, let me show you some of the anime that got announced, and we can close off the show with that. If I can find a link. Where am I searching for? It should be Crunchyroll. Right? Yeah. Let's go to everybody's favorite store, the Crunchyroll store. These were leaked a while ago, like a couple days ago, but they were officially revealed today. A lot of Crunchyroll releases. How do I do this? Okay. So the first one that got announced finally is 86, the complete first season. Highly, highly recommend it. It's a great series. I've only seen the show. I've not read the light novel or the manga, but I do recommend the anime of it. It's great. This makes me hopeful that Odd Taxi will leave streaming jail and we'll finally get a physical release because it's been a while now. That came out in 2021, if I remember correctly. So that was one of my current favorites of anime all around. I highly recommend it. It's so good. And same with this, 86. Fantastic. Cool stuff. So this is $44.98, collecting the first season, which was 12 episodes or 11, something like that. Good job, Crunchyroll. I don't have the info here. Doesn't say anything. No, it doesn't say anything. Let's go to Blu-rays again. Best match, newest to oldest. Oh, this is the Animego license that we talked about a couple days ago when we did the Saturday stream, Time of Eve. They already got the discotheque stuff in here. They don't have everything though. I saw that one Hype movie is not going to be on here because it's a little too raunchy for Crunchyroll. This is so stupid. I can't find it. What is happening? Why aren't they here? They're
Which
brand
one?
new. It should be here. The formerly Funimation stuff, now Crunchyroll. What the hell? Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna pull the links individually, I guess. Okay, so we got the Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent Season 2. This was really good. I am a fan of this series. I don't know if they're going to make more. I hope they make another season because I really enjoyed it. Very nice isekai anime. This one is $70 retail price. Holy crap. For 13 episodes. 12 episodes, sorry. These are coming out in November, by the way. Afro Samurai, the complete series, plus the movie, the Resurrection movie, on a steelbook. You can find the previous releases, but it would more or less be the price of getting this at $40. So you might as well get this, everything in one package. I'm not big on steelbooks, but I'll probably grab this. This, 5 episodes plus the sequel movie. Do you have the movies or just the manga?
I have both the series and the movie.
Good job. Also coming out is Psycho-Pass Providence, the movie on Blu-ray, $40 or $30 if you're shopping from them. Another steelbook release for the One Piece fans. One Piece film Red. Did you see this one or not?
I have not yet. I've had it since the Blu-ray first came out, and I still haven't sat down and watched it.
So this one is a little pricier because it's the steelbook. Let's see. This one I did not expect, and I am so excited for. I think we both need to get this. Please. Planets. The complete series on Blu-ray for the first time ever in North America.
Yeah, that's gonna be a cop.
So this is all 26 episodes on 4 discs. $52 sounds about right, but I'll wait a little bit for a sale. If not, I'll grab it. Whatever. But it's so good. It perfectly complements the manga. The manga is a masterpiece in my eyes. But this is really good too. Like visually, fantastic stuff. They really went the extra mile to replicate space and just like the manga with the attention to detail with the technical stuff.
I only ever bought the first volume of the anime back when it came out first in English on Blu-ray DVD.
That was was it Bandai?
I couldn't tell you, but
Okay.
it was a long time ago, and I remember being fond of it. But it was the type of thing where, like, at the time, you know how expensive like those collections of 3 or 4 episodes were, and I was a child, so I couldn't afford, and also, like, I didn't always have places that sold, like, readily sold anime around me, so it was unpredictable, I guess, like what I would and wouldn't find, and I never found the second and onwards sets for Planets, and I just eventually sold my DVD because I was like, I guess I'll never get the rest of it, but I have the manga, so that's cool.
Yeah. They did put out a like a complete collection, but that also sold out. And I'm pretty sure it's pricey on eBay and stuff. But I mean, I highly recommend it. It looks fantastic, and I can't wait to see how it looks on 1080p. Love it. So I'm excited for that. Also coming out, finally, we're getting Attack on Titan final season, the final chapters, part 3 on Blu-ray.
Jesus.
It's a long ass title. I love how it says Attack on Titan final season, the final chapters. So this is the 2 specials, which were pretty lengthy.
Mm-hmm.
It should be everything here, so there shouldn't be any more releases coming out unless they do like a complete series Blu-ray box set or something in the future, which I'm pretty sure they will do.
That's good. I'm gonna hold off on purchasing the Attack on Titan anime until that happens.
Yeah,
because I think it should wind up being a lot more cost efficient to do it that way. And it's only what four seasons? Is that right?
Yes. If you wanted to collect it, season 1 was released in 2 sets. Then they did a complete set for season 1. Season 2 had the same thing. I think the first 3 seasons had that, like individual releases, which were the ones I got. And then they did like a full collection for each season. And the final season is split up into 1, 2, 3 separate Blu-rays. Yeah. So
we'll probably see a final season, the complete set.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll see a complete series with all 4 seasons in one place.
This is the limited edition, which is not bad for $67. You get, what do you get? I don't know. Let's look at the image real quick. You get art cards, enamel pins, the disc, these books, which are the highlight. You get storyboards and info, like the digibooks. You get info on the behind the scenes on the anime production. That's always cool. I have the individual releases, so I will complete my set and get the standard one here for final chapters. Let's see if I'm missing anything else. Oh, yes, I am missing. Hold on. Almost done, folks. The next one that's coming out is unavailable. Fantastic. Let me grab a picture of it. They removed it from the listing before it went live. It should be. It will get announced at some point. They just had to take that out. We're getting a reprint of Samurai Champloo. This includes 6 art cards along with the series on Blu-ray. This has already been out previously, so this is just keeping that title available for new fans. But it looks cool. Love me some Champloo. This also got taken out of the listing, but I'll show you, because all of you are so nice and wonderful people. We are supposed to get a new quote unquote box set for Dragon Ball Z Blu-rays. These are just the most current Blu-rays that are out in this chipboard style box set right here. Nothing special about it. It looks a little textured, but I doubt it. It's supposed to include like cast and crew interviews, behind the scenes stuff from Funimation dubbing, Dragon Ball Z trivia, openings and endings, and some images or video from Toei Animation. So yeah, pretty cool. If you don't own it, again, this is not the version of Dragon Ball, like the definitive anime release of this. It is not. It's still the Dragon boxes, but I don't know if we will ever see that re-released. We are also getting, which was taken out from the listing.
Wait, so what's the difference with this and what I have? I think this is just the 9-volume set, but in a different box.
Just the box set, just the chipboard box. You have all these releases already.
Yeah, I got that when they went on discount on Amazon a year or so ago.
And they're doing Super in the same style. So previously you could get Super individually or the Steelbook box set, which I'm not a fan of. But if you prefer this, it will be published eventually or put out. Same box set as the Dragon Ball one. I'm hopeful that they'll want to do a Dragon Ball one. I would get that. We'll see.
I will probably get this when it goes on discount because I'm sure the price is pretty high initially.
Retail should be 189,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be discounted to 142 on the Crunchyroll store. The
I
Dragon.
if I'm feeling spendy / have it in the budget, I might get it from Crunchy when it comes out. But I did wait for Z, and eventually that came out on Amazon like Prime Day for like $90. So
Yeah, fortunately, Dragon Ball is a pretty popular IP where you can wait on it, sit on it, and eventually you'll get it for a decent price.
yeah.
Gio, don't FOMO me. I will FOMO the heck out of this stream, baby. So that's all that's coming out from the November solicits. Mostly excited for Attack on Titan and Planetes in Spanish.
Planetes.
I don't know how to say it in Spanish. So I'll just say planet.
That's a get. And like I said, I'll probably do Super at some point. And now it's my turn.
Yes, what you got?
Now y'all get to see the Legos.
Oh, I forgot about that. Hell yeah, let's do it.
So if you are unaware, Lego has like this thing, Lego Ideas, where people submit their own designs for various sets based on various properties, and then
Nice.
the like Lego will look at it and say, yeah, that looks cool, or no, that looks dumb as hell, or they'll say we can't actually get the license for that IP. And we see every year several of these ideas become real. They become reality. I believe was the Ecto one that I have. I'm looking at the box. It might have
Yes.
been, but
You showed that last week.
yes, I did show that, but I'm not sure if it was an ideas or not. But on the boxes, it'll say ideas.
Gotcha.
So like, I think there's a BTS set that was an ideas one, just for instance. So for the 80s kids or the 90s kids that grew up watching 80s movies that their parents loved, Goonies got approved and is going to happen, I believe, later this year.
Nice.
So the set comes with minifigures of pretty much the entire cast. This is the mock-up by what they submitted, like what the fans submitted. So this is not what it's officially going to look like, but the mock-up included the little display for all of the pretty much all the characters from the movie, and then the ship. But the back side of the ship,
whoa, nice,
is going to be like these little caverns. I'm sorry, it keeps changing. That's not me. To represent different scenes from the movie.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, if they directly do what the designer wanted to do, it's going to be really cool. They've had a set like that before for Jurassic Park. It was the gate, the big Jurassic Park gate, and when you flipped it around, there was little scenes on the sides of the gate. Like,
nice.
There was one with Homeboy on the toilet. There's like stuff like that. So they've done stuff like that before. I'm sure that's what they're going to do this time. And Gizmo is the other one.
Hey, Gizmo.
So just a Gizmo buildable figure, comes with potentially a bunch of accessories and stuff. You can make him smile. You can make him serious. And it's not the first time that either franchise was part of Lego.
Wow, Lego Dimensions. I remember that.
Back in like the earlier 2010s, the first half of the 2010s, Lego Dimensions was a pretty popular game that you would play, kind of like Skylanders or Disney Infinity or like Evo, where you would scan in little pieces into the game using a little portal. And a lot of properties that had not been part of Lego before did get included in Lego Dimensions. So there are some Gremlins and there are some Goonies related stuff. So yeah, that's my Lego update for today.
What do we have to do to submit on Lego Ideas?
That's a question I don't know the answer to.
I want to resubmit the Metroid thing that showed up a while ago. I want to resubmit that.
Yeah.
And if that gets made, I will officially be in the Lego game, and I will get that.
I think that's a really good idea for them to do, especially now because as like you and others who watch the show regularly know, I've shown like the Zelda one. They have Mario, of course, is a big IP of theirs, a Nintendo IP that they've been doing a lot with. Uh, but they haven't done an official Metroid set, neither with Lego nor any of the other brick system companies. But Pokemon is at Mega Bloks, so that's an interesting thing to note.
Is this like this? Please, let's make
Oh,
this
yeah.
a reality.
Dope as hell.
I want this to exist. Look at
I think
that.
that's
Oh my
the
god.
perfect idea of one. Either to do this, the Samus's gunship and Ridley, or if they do a larger buildable model of Samus herself, that would be another idea.
Nice. Did you play Dread, Metroid Dread?
Yes, I did not beat it. I was very close.
I love the Emmy chases. Those
They scared
they always scare the crap out of me, and I don't know how I survived.
So I agree. I think they should do something with Metroid. That would be fantastic. I think that gunship looks amazing. I think also a pretty fun one that they could do, and this would be a little more of an easy one, is if they did a the morph ball.
Ooh,
If
yeah.
they made a Samus morph ball, and then maybe like it opens and it's like a Mighty Max thing where it has like
Whoa,
a
Mighty Max. Damn, that brought some memories.
yeah, where it has like a little scene of something, or like that's kind of comparable to what I showed with the Goonies set, where there's little scenes in the background. But open up the morph ball, and maybe that you have like a little diorama of Samus versus Ridley, or a little pieced together Metroid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to have the Metroid in
Yeah,
there.
you have two sides to work with, so you can have two separate little scenes
Mm-hmm.
to show off on there. I think that'd be a fun idea that they didn't bring up. So
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
and if you were on social media today and you happen to see Lego stuff on social media, they did officially show the first look at the Nightmare Before Christmas set. That one's supposed to come out in a. Let me find it instead of describing it.
People were complaining about the price, but I'm not an expert on it, so I don't know if it's pricey or the right
So
amount.
it is.
It is tiny for the price, I will say.
It's actually close to. It is what it should be.
Okay.
Sorry, let me get the picture up. So here it is. It's $200. This was another ideas set, as you can see right here. $200, and it is 3 separate pieces of iconic parts from the buildings from the Halloween Town in the movie.
Halloween time. Yeah.
Here's the box. It is just under 2,200 pieces at $200, coming out next month. The standard for like price per brick, I would say, is about 10 cents. So this comes in where if you went 10 cents per brick, it'd be about 220. But I thought before they announced the price, I thought it was going to be 250 because it is a popular IP and it's from Disney. And oftentimes you'll see a little bit of a price hike depending on what the IP costs them.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, it was lower than I expected. I was thinking, 220 to 250, but it's only 200. And
Are you gonna grab it?
I'm going to try. I'm assuming I'll be able to.
The graveyard scene is the most iconic out of the 3, so that should be
Yeah.
cool.
It has a lot of minifigures and stuff. So here you can see kind of the size of it. And the moon is actually a piece. That's cool because
Awesome.
I and other people thought that it was just design on the box, but the moon is there. I wish the hill was bigger.
Mm.
that's the one part that I wish was larger, because the minifigures being placed on there are a lot larger than what you would have seen in the film. But
Oh, and
everything.
Zero's there too. I didn't see him at first.
Oh yeah, right here. So yeah, you have some scenes on the inside of the buildings. There's the mayor, and yeah, Jack, Sally, and Zero.
Hey.
And then of course you get
Sandy Claus was there
Sandy
too.
Claus and Lock, Shock, and Barrel,
Nice.
with the walking tub. So some cool things for, just in time for spooky season.
The Oogie Boogie's missing, so I assume they're gonna potentially make that.
I feel like they should definitely do like a Oogie's Casino.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a really good companion set to this one. I haven't seen nor have I heard anything about it. But the second that they say something, I will be excitedly mentioning it somewhere.
Hell yeah, we'll do a podcast. Lego Bros. Speaking of bros, be sure to check out our fantastic bro. That's InStockTrades.com, our lovely sponsor. All the manga that I talked about at the start with Yen Press and the nominees for the award shows, you can get it at InStockTrades.com. They have amazing deals on your favorite omnibus, trade paperback, hardcover, manga, and more. 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more, and the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount to your books when you on your order when you make it on a week-by-week basis. So that 50% off book now just became a 52% off book. You're not going to get that at the other website. You get it at InStockTrades.com. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, IST, as we like to say. Go check them out and buy some books from our lovely sponsor. Before we bounce, I wanted to highlight a couple of comments because the chat was pretty active tonight. I love it. Thank you all so very much for joining. This was the very first comment, and I skipped it on purpose because I was going to highlight it when we were doing hauls, and I forgot. Sorry, Kane. Bought Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko Volume 5. I did grab that. It's on its way. I don't have it yet, but I am excited to do a full read-through now and share my thoughts on the entirety of the series. But yes, fantastic series. Love it. Let's see. Once again, Kingdom didn't make it to the list of IST top sellers. Hell yeah. Let's see. I miss anything from here? Read a bit of Color of the End and really liked it, but I'm stoked for physical release because I don't like to read off a screen if I have a choice. Yeah. The only choice of a screen where I prefer to read digital manga is this computer, where I have a pretty large monitor. So it's great here, but I can't read it on my phone or laptop. Like, I'm good. I'd rather read it physically. Can we take a poll? No. I'm sorry that I highlighted that. I apologize. No, I will not be reviewing that. Sorry. That is a nope. You're going to think the wrong things of me. Jesus. Nope, pass. Cool. Oh, that was for the giant cricket. Okay. Let's see. Any news on the next fake manga, real manga? The last one was in December. Maybe. Can we do one?
It's
Is that okay with you?
It's only been 8 months. You got to let us cook a little bit.
Okay. Maybe we do it a traditional December thing.
That's our Christmas gift to our audience.
I'm gonna try and see if the team, maybe we can get Omar involved, because I did chat about it with him the last time.
We've been trying to get Colleen in as well.
Yeah.
Because they might be our ringer.
Yeah, that could be fun. We'll see. Is there any deluxes you're looking forward to and hoping for? Right at the top of my head, deluxes, Trigun, obviously.
Yeah.
And Ashitano Joe, which comes out in December. Those are the two standouts in my head right now.
On top of those, Viz with the Surprise Vagabond Deluxe.
Ooh, Vagabond, yeah.
That's going to be really cool. I'm excited about the fact that they're dipping their toes a little bit more into the deluxe game. And stuff that I would say I hope for. I really still need to put out. I worked on it for a while before, and then just kind of like put it on the back burner. But I was doing my follow-up video about like my top 10 most wanted and the community's top 10 most wanted Dark Horse deluxe editions.
Yeah.
There, I my number one is now and is still is now was then is still the Kentaro Miura deluxe edition containing like his short stories, which
Yeah.
I pretty sure I mentioned in this video, and I know I mentioned it somewhere on my channel. I pitched the idea to Carl Horn, the editor in Dark Horse's manga department.
I remember you saying that to me.
He really liked the idea and was like, "I'm gonna go talk to I forget was it Mike?
That's an instant seller.
Yeah." He liked that idea, and I said like it makes sense. Berserk is done for now. It's going to be a while before y'all do another Berserk deluxe edition, and I think that like keeping something by Miura in your like front list is a good idea. So publish this. Yeah, that's what I got for that answer.
Heck yeah. Imagine being in Canada and not being able to watch Dandadan in theaters. I can't watch it either, so come join me in my pity.
Imagine being busy and not being able to watch Dandadan in theaters.
But it'll be out in streaming on Netflix, and we can all watch it together. Once it's going to be the first 3 episodes made into a movie. So after that, we'll see it on streaming. So it's all good. This I do want to address is Kaiwadabachi actually good or just a meme? I read the first couple of chapters of it, and I talked about it here on this show. I think it's fun, but I don't think it's the grandiose thing that the memes made it out to be. And it's going to give false hopes to people that it's like the next big action shonen manga. I don't think it is. And the memes sort of just elevated the legendary status for it, I guess. But that's just my take on it.
I haven't read any of it, but
it's just okay. It's a fun action, turn off your brain action series.
But I would have to assume like if it's maintained an actual like fandom, the meme wears off, and it's been being published for about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that the fandom actually quite enjoys the series. They're not just, talking about it and reading it just because it's silly. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I love this comment from Josh when we were talking about the shirts. This is Redbubble level on the Manga Plus website. Yeah. Let's see. Almost done. I'm still sitting next to the gravestone of Right Stuff, weeping silently. Rest in peace, Right Stuff. Well, the skeleton of Right Stuff lives on through Crunchyroll store with their packaging and warehouse shipping and all that stuff. And the infrastructure of it sort of lives on with buyanime.com. So sort of alive a little bit. I don't know.
I feel like Crunchyroll store is like Weekend at Bernie's Right Stuff. Holding nice. Up the dead corpse.
Yeah. Buy Anime, I've bought from them random manga. I do recommend it, but it's going to be a turnoff for people because they do have a lot of the spicy stuff, and not everybody wants to see that, which is fine. But it's also an option, and the deals aren't bad. They're somewhere in the middle, wedged in between like In-Stock Trades and Crunchyroll store. There's somewhere in the middle. I know I recently got past the Monster Meat, my lady. They had it for $9 or $10, which is okay. I dug it. I don't mind that price. We're nearly caught up. I'm with you, Gio. I don't care about steelbooks, but I want to pick up Afro Samurai. That's one that I watched, dug it, and never picked it up, and I do want to get it. And I was looking at the individual ones. I'm like, I'll just wait for this thing if it's coming out. And here it is. It's coming out. The steelbook.
Yeah.
Already owned Samurai Champloo on DVD. Fun fact: one of my very first anime Blu-rays was Samurai Champloo when Geneon itself was putting out the Blu-rays before they went under, and Funimation re-released the show with their label. So I own like the original Samurai Champloo Blu-ray. I don't know if it's the best quality of it, but I dig it.
I had the Geneon DVDs, but I only had like I think 4 through the end because if I recall correctly, it took a pause when it was airing on like Adult Swim, and the DVDs were coming out and they had episodes faster than what Adult Swim was putting out.
Yeah.
So I bought the DVDs so that I could continue watching the series before they actually aired.
Nice. I thank you so much, Kane. Truly appreciate it. Love these streams, so I will always participate. Hell yeah. Gio saying no to review Legos. Harsh. I know. Happy we're getting soft. We're getting soft, but Gunsmith Cats. Oh, hell yeah. Gunsmith Cats. Forgot about that. But that's next year. I thought we were talking about this year. To see a lot of people singing Kaiwadabachi's praises. Folks said it only gets better as it goes. It's fun. It's okay. Hey, Tim said it best. I'll be interested to see how it reads collected. It has become a little hard to remember following week to week. Appreciate it. Yeah, there we go. I've read 29 chapters. Kind of hard to follow since all the characters look alike and what you expect. I think this is a lot of people's first action manga. I think that's what you wanted to say, right? I don't know. First anime DVD was Cowboy Bebop the movie. Saved money to buy a DVD player from ShopRite. Whoa, to watch it. My first Blu-ray was Advent Children. Wow, nice. Had a PS3 and a CRT. I needed to buy a new TV to watch the movie. My first ever. I don't want to say this story right now. I'll save it for some other time, because my first anime DVD is not what people are expecting, and I don't want to talk about that right now. It's nothing. It's nothing bad. It's just a really weird choice for me as a DVD. I will tell you the first anime Blu-ray was Infinite Stratos, which is a horrible show. I don't know what compelled me to get it. And I had been, when that came out, I think it was 2010, 11, 12, I don't know. I thought, I've been out of the anime game for a while. Let's check this out. And it's on Blu-ray? Okay. And that's just kickstarted this whole shelf behind me that you can't see with a bunch of anime. But the DVD one, I'll keep that and not talk about it right now.
I think my first. Oh no! My first anime DVD was it was the Dragon Ball Z, the first set, like the first volume of the like early dub. I don't know if it was the Ocean dub or not, but like it was because I know like I had a bunch of Dragon Ball Z on VHS, and then when I went to the store and it was a used movie store, and they had a copy of like the very first one on DVD, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then it was like, it only has like 3-4 episodes. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the most expensive thing to like try and get all of it. But what I thought was my first one, I was like, I couldn't remember. I was about to say, I think my first one was Excel Saga.
Ooh, nice.
Which might have been one of my first, because it was definitely something I bought earlier as far as like DVD goes, because I went to this like summer art school, like graphic design school, when I was in middle school, and the teacher during lunch was watching Excel Saga on her computer, and I had never seen it before, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And when the classes ended, I only have been able to watch like the first 2 or 3 episodes from what she was watching. And so when I went to Best Buy, I saw it and I was like, oh my God, and I bought it. My first anime Blu-ray was Shigurui, which was a gift for like my birthday because I had gotten a Blu-ray player for my birthday.
Nice.
My family, I guess, had told, like, my mom and dad were like to my relatives, like, oh, he got a Blu-ray player, so if you want to buy him a couple Blu-rays. And my uncle, knowing that I was into anime, just, I guess, went in and found something that was like a complete, because it was only 12 episodes, and bought me the Blu-ray set for that Shigurui. But my first Blu-ray was 2001: A Space Odyssey because I have great taste.
Ooh, oh, nice. It sort of ties into me FOMOing you into buying planets. Space, the final frontier. A couple last minute drops here. My first anime DVD was Orin High School Host Club, the complete series that my mom bought me, but she didn't realize it was a different region, so I couldn't even watch it. Aw. Had the original Sailor Moon movies on VHS. Nice. I watched the anime on VHS, but I never owned any anime on VHS. I still have my Tenchi VHS. Nice, nice. I've been trying to collect all the Tenchi stuff on DVD so far, or anime. I'm missing AI Tenchi, AI Tenchi War on Geminar, and what's the other one? It's the kid with the hot looking lady. I can't remember her name. It's kind of etchy. I don't know. Wait, I can't end the show. I need to find out. Sorry, I apologize. That's just how my brain works.
He's holding us hostage until he finds it.
Yes, Tenchi Muyo. All right, I have Ryoki. I have GXP. I have the original Tenchi Muyo stuff. I have Tenchi in Tokyo. I have Tenchi Universe. I have Magical Girl Pretty Sammy. I have Magical Project S. I don't have Sasami Magical Girls Club. I'm missing that. So Sasami Magical Girls Club, AI Tenchi, War on Geminar. Recently got Dual Parallel Trouble because it was released through Discotheque on Blu-ray for the first time. Photon, The Idiot Adventures. It's an OVA, and it's sort of a alternate universe, but it is canon to the Tenchi-verse. There we go. So I need those 4 to have a full North American set of Tenchi Muyo.
It's really close to being done.
Yep. It's just they're not the best shows, those 4, so I'm not in any rush to grab them. And some of them like go for a little bit more than I'm willing to pay, like War on Geminar. I think it's out of print. It's not expensive, but it ain't like super cheap either. So we need a new Tenchi anime or OVA. They did release one for GXP to celebrate the anniversary, which is many years later, and everybody's like fully grown up. But I haven't watched it yet because I want to do a full marathon of Tenchi stuff and catch up. It's been ages. Oh My Goddess. I do have My Goddess, which was the latest anime version of it from 2003, 2004. I do have that on DVD. Anyhow, I'm good. If you are, we can end the stream here. Let's see. In Stock Trades, go check them out. Lovely sponsor. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody watching later. Love every single one of you. Thank you to the chat, of course. Insufferable Omnibus Collector, where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us?
The Omnibus Collector at various places. I'm working on content, I promise. But
yes, nice.
Just going a little slow because I'm also
it happens.
Working hard to catch up on my to-read pile at the same time. So, like, I read like 5 or 6 books yesterday in the evening. We had quiet time, put on some music and read. And so I'm working on things. What about you, Gio?
My channel is Manga Geekdom, where I talk about all the where I talk about all the manga that I'm reading. And the next video should be a first impression. And I forgot I had the books next to me. I'm so sorry. So yeah, we'll be talking about Go Go Ghost. Search and Destroy, which is not the Metallica song, unfortunately. Mysterious Disappearances, and Sister and Giant. So these 4 are going to be my next reading video. So look forward to that. I just put out hauls and other bunch of cool stuff on the channel if you want to check it out. James put a link on the for the Discord. I have a Discord if you want to join, where it's a group of awesome people talking about all the stuff that we talked about tonight and more. So go check it out and follow and all that fun stuff. Thank you all once again for watching here, Omnibros. We'll be back on Monday for Hall's Previews Reads, and then Wednesday and Thursday we do it all over again. So thank you all so very much. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Catch you on the next stream. Bye-bye.